GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, CR Kesavan of the Congress, Rahul Narvekar of the NCP, Kumar Ketkar of the senior journalist is joining us. And my first question is to Swapan Das Gupta. Good to see you on the news after a long time, Swapanda. My first question goes to you. Let's open the debate through you. The Congress says, you see, we are the victims here. We don't want to be embarrassed. Wherever our chief ministers go, then these BJP supporters go, they start booing, hooting, and we don't need, these are cheap tricks. The BJP is indulging in cheap tricks by sending their supporters in to rallies and to chant for Narendra Modi. So we want to avoid the embarrassment. We are forced to do this. Don't they have a point?
Well, you see, Arnav, it would have, the contention of the Congress would have carried a measure of credibility had it been held in a third venue. Now the point is, we had rallies in Haryana, which was attended by people from Haryana. It so happens that it's just prior to the elections starting off. Mr. Hooda's popularity at present is not very at a very encouraging level. Mr. Modi, on the other hand, seems to be still basking in the pre-election and the post-election euphoria around him. So there was a great deal of over-exuberance, I might say, of people not necessarily hooting Mr. Hooda, but chanting Modi, Modi, Modi.
No, they booed him. They booed him. They booed him.
Often is greeted. They might have also booed him, but the point is, it is reflective of his own unpopularity in that place. Now, the Congress, by deciding to make a great issue out of it, by saying that we will boycott the Prime Minister full stop.
Yeah.
The Congress had said, look, we protest against this form of behavior by the BJP. Yes, fair enough. After all, remember, someone like Jyoti Basu once described the Bajpayee government as a barbaric government and refused to come on stage many times. But of course, Jyoti Basu, everything is condonable. The point is, this sort of behavior of a blanket ban by the Congress,
that's true,
suggests a possibility of denial that you still haven't accepted the election results.
Yeah.
And secondly, I believe it is bad form, because for the Congress, a lot of them, they are stuck in the mindset that only a Gandhi or someone chosen by the Gandhis can be the Prime Minister of this country.
Yeah, you see, we see, Mr. Kesavan, I saw your hand up throughout Swapan Das Gupta's opening remarks, which means you have either been provoked by some seniors in your party or you are trying to work yourself from a state of, excitement on it. You know the fact, you know the reality, Mr. Kesavan. Divorce the loyal spokesperson from the rational person on the Newshour tonight. And ask yourself, it is a reality. There is still a... 1 second, sir. Don't jump the gun. There is reality. There is still a pro-Modi sentiment in the country. Right? And there is an anti-Congress sentiment in the country, which is reflective of your numbers. I don't want to rub it in the Lok Sabha. Now, how can Modi do anything about it? How can Modi be responsible for the fact that your chief ministers are unpopular?
If you permit me, Arnav,
I permit you. No, please go ahead.
When Swapan ji said, they were chanting pro-Modi ji slogan, you said that they were jeered. I just want to ask one question. There have been 3 incidents in 5 days. And I don't think it's serendipity or coincidence or ittefaq, because, Arnav, all these chief ministers, Haryana, Jharkhand and Maharashtra, have been attending public...
Has Narendra Modi told the people...
I have not even started. Arnav, I didn't even start.
Yeah, but it's an open debate. Come on, we're not in the... 1 second. So, 1 second. Mr. Narasimha... No, 1 second. I want to say one thing. Mr. Kesavan, I don't like this moral indignation and interruption. No, Mr. Kesavan, we don't... On the Newshour, this is the Newshour.
If there is a public outcry,
sir?
If there is a public outcry against the chief ministers, it will be there wherever they go. It will be in the secretariat, it will be in Mantralaya, it will be in the Haryana chief minister's house, it will be in Jharkhand chief minister's house. No. Why does it only happen when they come with Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji on the stage? That is my question to you, and that is because this is not coincidence. It's only happening here. It's not happening outside anywhere in the state. It's because it is a premeditated, planned prejudice pattern where they want to...
Premeditated by whom, for God's sake? No, whom?
BJP workers. by the BJP workers. Today I saw on your program, Padmaja Joshi was asking Nalin Kohli, and Nalin Kohli said it's a public outcry. And your reporter said, no, I saw BJP people with BJP flags. It's very true.
One second.
And the BJP workers are creating. Let me come back to your point. You said
my reporter is
trying to placate. If Narendra Modi ji was trying to placate, why are the BJP workers still doing it? Is he helpless? I think this is the reason, Arnab. I think it's a Jekyll and Hyde politics of the BJP. Narendra Modi ji makes
GVL Narasimha Rao coming into the debate.
Red Fort. Then you have
coming into the debate.
They are doing this.
Coming into the debate.
But the BJP
allow the
Congress party. Can you now listen to the other view?
No, 1 second.
Kesavan, can you please listen? I think it's a case of the sour grapes for the Congress party. They are simply not able to even accept today that not only Mr. Modi's image is intact, it's actually going a few notches higher. I think that you have seen the same kind of adulation, the same kind of public support for Mr. Modi during Lok Sabha elections. The Congress party took a similar stand then, and today you know what the results have thrown out. I think people do not question the wisdom of the people, the voice of the people. It's the voice of the people. If the people are booing you,
Chief Minister only booed in the Prime Minister's function.
I think you are now Kesavan. That's precisely what you are now trying to do. That's precisely what you are now trying to do.
I don't have 1 second. Mr. Kesavan. Mr. Kesavan, just a minute. Can I come in on a lighter note?
That's what people are going to do now.
1 second.
Now that you are provoking people, they'll start doing it.
No, Mr. Kesavan, look at this. Look at this. Look at how unfair you are being, Mr. Kesavan. You have severe heartburn when you are interrupted, but you don't have the heartburn when you interrupt others. I hope this doesn't extend to a situation, 1 second, where you have heartburn where you're booed at, but you don't have heartburn when you are booing at others. Mr. Kesavan, remember what has happened in the past, and now let me remind you of a few things which you would like to cover up.
I don't have an answer to my question.
Mr. Kesavan, listen.
Congress does not have the grace.
Mr. Kesavan, listen. I always say to Congress spokesperson nowadays, if you don't listen when you are down to 44, if you don't listen when you are down to 44, I hope you will not start listening when you are down to 33 or 22 or 11 in multiples of 11. My question is, BJP leaders of the stature of LK Advani, Arun Jaitley and Rajnath Singh were interrupted in their speeches by chants for Modi. LK Advani in fact had to cut short his speech in September 2013 because of it. So the fact of the matter, it can be argued.
Tried tactic.
Sir?
It's a tried tactic of the BJP. It's a well-trusted and tried tactic of the BJP.
That's the way you look at it. No, the question is there could be a Modi frenzy.
You're talking about more than 100 crore people of the country. You see, this is not, as you make out to be, this is not a manufactured support. He has won the mandate. I think it's time you accepted it. He has won an unprecedented mandate.
Why is nobody protesting?
Why is nobody
protesting in other public functions?
No, how can you boycott a PM?
I'm saying it's premeditated.
How can you boycott an elected Prime Minister of India? Now on this point, Rahul Narvekar and Kumar
Ketkar. How can you denigrate a Chief Minister? How can you defame a Chief Minister?
Who is defaming your Chief Minister?
Dishonor.
No,
the BJP workers.
The Prime Minister has not said a word against the Chief Ministers.
See, are you saying, one second, Mr. Kesavan,
support you,
the Prime Minister
do not respect you, how do you blame others?
Mr. Kesavan, understand this, you are talking about the Prime Minister of India, surely you don't believe, surely,
the party sees the defeat.
So this is the most unbelievable debate of the year. The Prime Minister of India, having won a big mandate, is about to be completely boycotted by the opposition parties. I hope you don't believe that Narendra Modi is sitting in the Prime Minister's office hatching the conspiracy on how to get Congress Chief Ministers booed at. That's the biggest boo-boo of the year. 1 second, Rahul Narvekar coming into the debate. I can't believe you're actually debating this. Sometimes I want to pinch myself that these things are actually happening in our country, Rahul Narvekar. And the Congress is doing it seriously, by the way.
Well, at the outset, I think Mr. Narasimha Rao has hit the nail on the head. He's already explained as to why these incidents are taking place. He's just mentioned, maybe unintentionally, he's mentioned the fact that this is to enhance the image of Mr. Narendra Modi. And he spelled it out pretty well, and I think that is a very valid point. So well said, Mr. Narasimha Rao. For once, you made a candid acknowledgement of true facts. One. Number two, Mr. Narendra Modi is not the first Prime Minister of India. There have been several other Prime Ministers.
Tell me one Prime Minister who's been boycotted.
Exactly.
One Prime Minister who's been boycotted.
So I think.
Tell me one Prime Minister who's been boycotted. Tell me one Prime Minister who's been boycotted.
That's my point. That's my point.
What point?
That not a single Prime Minister has been boycotted or this situation has not arisen. The fact is that Mr. Narendra Modi has been divisive insofar as communally, insofar as politically, insofar as constitutionally. Mr. Narendra Modi, listen to me.
What's the line of argument? I think you lost the line of argument.
The point I'm making is very simple. The point I'm making is very simple. When such a situation did not arise with regard to any Prime Minister till date, why has it arisen today?
Sir,
and there is a lot for Mr. Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party to think.
Well, I am not. Why is it not for the Congress Party to think?
I am not the spokesperson for the Congress Party. I am not the spokesperson for the government of Maharashtra. I am not the spokesperson for the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. But as a layman, as a political observer, I want to make this point that when this has never happened,
can't do this.
When this has never happened in the history of this country, why is it happening today?
Well, because
and this is something which Mr.
Kumar
Narendra Modi
I'm going to
and
go back
the
to
Bharatiya
Swapan
Janata Party
Dasgupta.
have to drive home.
No, I'm going to go back to Swapan Dasgupta, who's being giving a very patient hearing to all of this today. But the point is, a question asked, and I asked this question: can you boycott a Prime Minister? Rahul Narvekar says it never happened before. Well, it's never happened before that we have the principal opposition party in the country getting a grand sum of 44 seats in the Lok Sabha.
This is not the first time. This is not the first time that the Bharatiya Janata Party or the NDA has come to power. Mr. Vajpayee has been an exemplary. His conduct has been exemplary insofar as the Prime Minister office.
Both of you want to shout me down? No, both of you want to shout me down? No, one second.
Worry about the Congress numbers.
No, both of you want to shout me down?
Appreciate your sensitivity.
Mr. Kesara, appreciate your sensitivity. I wish.
No, you please understand why are you defaming the chief ministers? Let's answer that question. You worried about the Prime Minister?
Where's the defamation?
Why are you dishonoring the chief minister?
Kumar Ketkar, where's the defamation angle? Kumar Ketkar, you come in on the debate, on very occasions, many occasions, most occasions, you support the Congress Party. I'm sure on this one you can't. On this one you can't. Can you?
Well, why can't? I mean, it's not a question of. Well, if you bear to listen for a while,
I will have.
There is no question of supporting Congress or opposing Congress. I think the panel must remember that Narendra Modi himself boycotted 2 meetings of Atal Bihari Vajpayee when he was Prime Minister. Narendra Modi did not attend 2 meetings in Gujarat when Vajpayee went there, and that was because Vajpayee had condemned Narendra Modi as kalank, as a stigma on the nation after 2002 riots. So let us not imagine that chief ministers don't boycott. The chief minister of his own party had boycotted. That is point number one.
Rao, do you have an answer to that?
Why should BJP be worried? Why should BJP be worried? Arnab,
let us discuss about the topic at hand. You're trying to divert the issue by manufacturing some information.
They have completed the phase of making Congress Mukta Bharat. If they have completed the phase of making Congress Mukta Bharat, why should they be worried whether Congress Chief Minister attend or not? As you said, from 44, 33, 22, 11 or 1, it doesn't matter. Congress Mukta Bharat is coming. So Narendra Modi should be happy that Chief Ministers of the Congress Party are not attending. Fine. Congress Mukta Bharat first phase is over. And point number 3 is, it is time Narendra Modi realizes that he is not in election mode. He is a Prime Minister of a country. His stature is different.
Swapan
He seems to be
Dasgupta,
completely lacking in grace.
But how
he
does
is
he
lacking in
completely
grace?
lacking in dignity. He lacks dignity. He lacks grace. He is crass and bizarre. And that's the reason.
Are you getting slightly personal, Mr. Ketkar?
See, I mean, I like Mr. Ketkar's choice of words because it shows the magnitude of his peevishness.
It was obvious.
See, I think Mr. Ketkar,
Narendra Modi got personal. Narendra Modi got personal in Solapur.
Mr. Ketkar, will you please shed your Stalinist garb and listen to some people? There is a difference, firstly, there is a difference between someone not attending a meeting and someone boycotting a meeting. There is a difference. There is a difference between someone not attending a meeting and someone boycotting a meeting. You see, he did not attend. And let me just tell you, Mr. Ketkar, the only person who boycotted Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee was your great friend and comrade Mr. Jyoti Basu. Because that was the person. Because the communists were the ones who consistently maintained the line that the Vajpayee government was a barbaric government. So let's remember, let's get our facts. This is not a Stalinist falsification of history, something which you are familiar with. Let us just remember that grace and dignity is not merely attached to people who are born to it. There are people who also win political office, who are not born into a political office. They too have grace and dignity. In your dictionary, that does not exist. That is your problem. I would like to suggest, for a simple reason, that a Congress Mukt Bharat is a political slogan. There is a Mr. Modi Mr. Ketkar, in the case of people like you, magnanimity would be misplaced. Because even if you are forced to take you to the water, you won't drink it. Now, you see, that is the point. People like you who lived in denial for so long, who believed that you only had a right to rule, that only one ideology had a right to rule in India. They are the ones who are today consistently throwing impediments and trying to delegitimize Modi. The point is that you see, this is the point. You just now confirmed what I'm trying to say. You are now questioning the very basis of the electoral system.
So
therefore, you are trying to say that the Prime Minister is illegitimate.
One second.
Therefore, it is a part.
Mr. Ketkar,
not about what
gentlemen,
happened,
a minute, please. I want to come in, please. I want to come in between these two very senior journalists. 1 second. Gentlemen, 1 minute. Gentlemen, Mr. Ketkar, a minute. Mr. Ketkar, give me a minute. No, 1 sec. I want to say something here.